my name is Dr. Corey Rock. I am going to be your facilitator for the rest of the weekend. This weekend is intensive. So this is, how many like intensive? Depends on what?
Well, if it was a massage, I'd say yes.
Oh, sure. So if it's the Swedish massage, that'd be awesome.
There you go.
Awesome. So it's intensive, and we're going to work on one thing and one thing only all weekend. Is that okay? Is that right? Do you know what it is? Yeah. Oh, it depends what it is. What do you want? What do you want? If you had anything in the world, what is it that you would want? What do you want? Just think about it. What should you want? So what do you want? Clarity. Okay. What do you want?
Acceptance.
Acceptance. Jazz, what do you want?
I have no idea.
That, you know what? And that's very legitimate. True. Yes? Okay. Sheila. Lots. Lots. So what does lots mean?
Yes, peace of mind, how to, just lots involved, into what I always wanted, which is just, it's hard to put into words.
Right.
I know what it is, it's
Yeah.
just, it's a whole combination of stuff.
Okay. And the world to travel.
I know what I want. I want to be skinny.
I mean, skinny.
That's all I want.
Okay, that's all it is. Nothing else.
That's it. That's it.
Do you want to have health? Yes?
No.
Okay. Just skinny? Doesn't matter? Healthy. Healthy and thin, perhaps. Maybe, yeah.
Or thin and healthy.
There you go. Notice how we flipped that around. That was very good. Karen.
I have lots, too. Like, I haven't got it clearly defined in my mind to be able to say what lots.
Lots. What's one lots?
Well, fit and healthy is.
So having a physically healthy body.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, confidence.
Confidence. So being confident. Would you like some support with that? Put your hands down. That's, you know why? Because you're doing, when you're doing like this, what are you doing? You are holding onto your heart and your solar plexus. So we're going to be working with that because what you're saying is I'm closed. So you want confidence? Open up. What do you want?
Happiness and security.
Happiness. So what would make you happy? And security, oh, that's a good one. I like the whole security thing.
What would make me happy?
Yeah.
Doing something that I love.
Okay. How many of you have ever thought that you were destined for something amazing? And you are currently not doing it? I'm going to suggest that lots of us are like that, yes. That we absolutely know somewhere in the deep recesses of our mind that there is something that you get to do and only you get to do it. And if you don't do it, will it ever get done the way that you will do it? This is big, right? Is that true? If you don't do whatever that is, it will not be done. Just so you know. Interesting, huh? This class is about starting for you to become aware and remember what it is that you are meant to do while you're here. How many of you believe that you came here to get a nice car, a nice house, a nice job so that you can retire in the Bahamas? Come on in. So you can retire in the Bahamas. How many of you believe that that is why you're here on the planet? No one? Well, that's good. And yet we work so hard to do what? Exactly that. Let's accumulate as much stuff so that when we decide to downsize, we give it all away. Because that's what I'm doing. Right now, 46 years old, giving everything away. I don't want it. It's like all this stuff. It's like, what the heck did I spend? But for you, the people who are young, don't accumulate all this stuff. You just end up giving it away anyway. It's like you downsize because you don't need it. You got a 4,000 square foot house, it's really nice, but you know, you still have to clean the damn thing, right? And when there's two of you, or one of you, it creates a little bit of a different thought process. So when we're young, we spend all of our time accumulating stuff, yes? And when we get a little bit older, we spend all of our time getting rid of it all. Isn't that funny? And neither one, does it make you happy, accumulating all that stuff? Does that stuff make you happy? Really? Is it for you? No? Does it make you happy?
Maybe for a little bit.
Yeah, like that like when you buy it and you're like, oh, this is so cool, like when the iPad came out. Remember when the iPad came out and you're actually using it and it was just so fun, right? Then what happened? Now we have iPad 3. And that's why it's such a big deal now,
That's
right?
technology though.
For sure. But it was a toy, and now it's like, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. So if you could figure out what it is that you wanted and what you were meant to do on this planet, would this weekend be worth it for you? Yeah. So how do you think you're going to do that? Well, if you knew, you wouldn't be in this class to begin with, right? You'd be going out and doing it, yes? Welcome, Celia.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. So, why are you here?
Because Karen.
Because Karen told me to be here. Yes. Awesome.
Is that why you're here too?
Because Karen made him come too? So what do you want to get out of the class? We asked that question already. So everybody else.
Oh.
That's why you're answering now.
What am I get out of class? To grow, I don't know, to reach my full potential.
Okay. Have you ever thought that there was something that you were meant to do and you're not doing it now?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people who come into these types of classes, that's the search. That was the search for me. It's like one day I woke up and went, is this it? I'd had a nice car, nice house, nice relationship, nice kids. Is it? Was there more? Because I hope so, because if this is it, I'm in trouble. Ever thought that way? It's like, oh, this isn't bad, but it ain't great. And then I had a little ADD and I'm bored. Because I'm a little ADD, so I get a little bored really quick. So there you go. So the context of this class, come from a place of beginner's mind. What is beginner's mind? What is a place of beginner's mind? Yes?
Innocence.
From a place of innocence, yes. So if you're innocent, how would the information, how would you perceive the information in this class?
It's all true.
Not as, but maybe not as all truth, but as a opportunity, perhaps.
Take out what you feel fits with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. If it fits with you, if it feels right with you, then take it on for you. Coming from a place of beginner's mind, meaning I'm starting at the beginning. We all know, I know where you're going to end. You don't? You don't. I do. Because I've done this a few times before. So, but coming from a place of beginner's mind, it's like, I'm going to participate 100%, I'm going to listen, I'm going to be engaged. Because I really, if I'm going to spend the time here, I'm going to get something out of it. And so that's really a beginner's mind. Is what do I get? What do I want? Right? So, youth seminars, just to give you a bit of background, has been around for 4 years. I've been in the personal development industry for 12. And I've been doing classes for 4, coached many, many, many people to do some pretty amazing things, both in business and in personal. So I do a lot of coaching still. I have a doctorate in behavioral science, which means I love the mind and how it works, and people and how they work. So it's really about discovering and allowing you to discover what is really going on for you. I counsel people all of the time, even in the grocery store. It's funny, my kids will not go with me to the grocery store. My husband tries hard not to, because it takes me several hours sometimes to get out. I'm highly intuitive. How many of you understand intuition? How many of you would like to understand intuition better? Intuition will save your life. Everybody has it. Women, fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you would look at it, you were born with it. Men were also born with it. Different level of intuition for you. Different way to get it. The way to get to the intuition, how do you think you get to it? What's your ego? What will your ego do to your intuition? Kill it. Absolutely. Yes. You have 4 levels. There are 4 levels to the human. One is the ego. That's the very bottom level. 99% of the population operates from this space. Ego, which means what? What is ego? When somebody's operating from ego, what does that mean? Yes?
You're always right.
They're always right. Yes. Absolutely. What else? Who is it all about when it comes to my ego? It's all about me. Ever you know people like that? It's all about me. Do you know people like that? Isn't that entertaining? I'm like that sometimes. Sometimes we all go here. So it's not a right or wrong conversation. So nothing in this classroom, just so you know, is right or wrong. I don't even believe in right or wrong. I used to, I don't now. It's an experience. So the ego place is a place of it's all about me. So, and then we go to the next level. Now this next level is even more dangerous than the ego part. We call this manipulation. I get a little bit of knowledge, and guess what happens? I mean, I read the book on The Secret, or I learned a little bit of positive thinking. So now I'm going to manipulate it to get more of what I want. So what are we doing now? Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens, yes. You see people who are like that? You know, it's like the holier than thou religious people. They get a little bit of knowledge, and I'm all about, it's all, every religion has been through my classes, so it's not about that. But when we get a little bit of knowledge, we use it to manipulate so that we get more of what it is that we want. We want to accumulate more. And the ego is all about accumulating more. So then the manipulation is all about how do I use all this good stuff to accumulate more. So that's the next level. The next level after that is channeling, which means things come through me. They're not of me, they come through me. That makes sense? Does anybody know what that means? What that simply means, I am simply a channel for what is going to occur. This will make this easier. The last one is enlightenment. There are those on the planet that without them, our planet would self-destruct. And what they do all day is meditate. That's what they do. They counteract the negativity of there's 20 sages alive today that counteract the negativity of the entire population. And if you want to read more information about that, it's on the book. I'm going to be giving you a bunch of book references. It's a book called Power versus Force by Dr. David Hawkins. 20 sages alive today that counteract the negativity of the planet. Without those 20, we would self-destruct based on a vibrational level. So it's very interesting. So they are at this level. There are not many people at this level. So just take a look at where you're at generally. Because sometimes you'll go here, sometimes you'll go here, but the majority of the time we're going to go where? Right here. This class is about allowing you to become aware of when this is affecting you and how you can switch out of it so you can go to your intuition.